Dear viewers, welcome to our channel GVS Bank Academy. Today I am going to discuss about CAB, ABM, Advanced Bank Management, Part 2, 21 to 40 questions. Already 1 to 20 questions, memory record questions already uploaded. Today I am discussing 21 to 40 questions. Now, question number 21, demandful inflation. Demandful inflation. Demandful inflation is a rise in general prices caused by increasing aggregate for goods and services. So demandful inflation means the inflation because of increase in the prices of goods and services. This is because of increase in the prices of goods and services, that is called demandful inflation. Cost push inflation. It is a type of inflation caused by substantial increase in the cost of important goods. So, cost push inflation from increase in the cost of goods manufacturing, cost of goods and services manufacturing, increase in the cost of goods and services. It is there. Increase in the cost of important goods and services, which no substantial alternative available. When there are no suitable and substantial alternatives are not available, existing goods or services are going to be increased. Then that is called cost push inflation. So this cost push means because of increase in the cost of goods and services, that is cost push inflation. Demandful inflation means increase in prices of goods and services. That is GDP deflator. GDP deflator. It is a measure of the level of prices of all new. It is a measure of the level of prices of all new goods domestically produced. All new goods and services and domestically produced final goods and services in an economy. That is called GDP deflator. It is a measure of the level of prices of all new goods and services produced domestically in our economy. That is called GDP deflation. So they are asking demandful inflation, cost push inflation, GDP deflator. Almost one question from each and every time examination. Question number 22. Primary dealers. Primary dealers. Primary dealers are first registered with RBI. These are the primary dealers. As of today, 21 primary dealers are there. Their main duty, the main responsibility, the main functioning is they are market makers to the Government of India, GOA securities issued by RBI. Government of India securities issued by RBI. These people are market makers. Market makers means they are going to participate in the auction process of the Government of India securities process. So the main duty, responsibility is to create demand, to create market for the Government of India securities. Now, primary dealers are allowed to borrow in call money overnight. Call money means overnight. Notice money 2 to 14 days. From call money, notice money 1 to 14 days market. How much they are allowed to borrow? That is the question. Primary dealers are allowed to borrow on an average in a reporting fortnight 1 to 14 days up to 225% of their net own funds. Their net owned funds as on 31st March into 225% they are allowed to borrow. The same question is also very important in BFM treasury management also. Treasury management also important. So this is about the question number 20. Question number 23. Service sector is also called as territory sector of Indian economy. Service sector means territory sector in an Indian economy. Now, question number 24, business cycle. Business cycle in the economy or economic cycles in the economy. Now, kabhi bhi, always the cycles are going to be changed. So, the business cycles or economic cycles in an economy is identified as a sequence of 4 phases. These cycles are in 4 phases. One is boom. So everything is upside. Manufacturing is upside, production is upside, demand is also upside, employment, everything is boom. Higher side, like, always going on increasing. GDP is also growing higher side. This is the boom. Recession means crisis. Coming down. Recession means coming down from boom to down. Boom to coming slowly down. That is the recession phase. Also crisis. So it will goes on gradually from boom period to coming down towards bad recession, known as production is coming down, employment is coming down, GDP is also coming down. All the important factors are slow down. That is called recession crisis. Depression. So third stage is after recession, the economy is going to be depression. Means this is the third stage, very difficult stage. Everything is unemployment is there. Unemployment of men and materials you are not utilizing fully. Companies are also not producing toward their full capacity. Hmm? All the things will come under this depression. Then recovery again from the after depression phase, again slowly the economy is recovering towards upside, towards the boom side. So that's why boom, recession, depression and recovery, these are the business cycles. Now question number 25, narrow money. This question is almost 5 marks question they are asking. Calculation of narrow money M2, M3, M4 they are asking in all examinations of AP. Narrow money. Narrow money includes currency with the public, currency available with the public plus demand deposit with banks. Demand deposits means current deposit and savings deposit with banking system plus other deposits with RBI. This is the narrow money. Currency with the public, demand deposit with the banks and other deposit with RBI. This is narrow money. What is meant by currency with the public is currency in circulation less cash held by banks. So cash in hand with banks, you have to deduct. Currency with the public is currency in circulation less cash held by banks. Then M2. M2 is equal to M1. M1 means currency with the public, demand deposit with banks and other deposit with RBI plus savings bank deposit of post offices. Now savings deposits are also opening by post office. That's why M1 plus post office savings deposits is called as M2. M2. Then next one is M3. M3 broad money. Broad money. M3 is equal to broad money. M3 is equal to broad money is equal to M1 currency with the public plus demand deposit with the banks plus other deposit with RBI plus time deposit with the banking system. So fixed deposit with the banking system plus M1 is equal to M3, that is called broad money. After that M4. M4 is equal to M3. M3 means broad money. M1 plus time deposit with the banking system plus all deposit with post office savings banks. All deposits with post office savings banks excluding national savings certificate. So all post office deposits are there that you have to take except national savings certificates. So these are the narrow money, M2, M3 broad money, M4. These compulsory question either theory or they will give some figures, calculate 5 marks question. So 25 question is very important. Now 25, least square method. Least square method where you are using measurement of trends in time series analysis. Measurement of trend in time series over a period of time series means over a period of time. That is called time series. Trend analysis also. Measurement of trend by using a various periods of time series. That includes graphic also we can prepare, semi-averages and moving averages. Semi-averages and moving averages for various quarters or various years. That is it. Measurement of trend in a time series. Production also we can calculate. Salaries also, temperature, we can calculate all these semi-averages and moving. This is called a least square method. Question number 26. Data or statistical information accumulated at regular intervals of time series. We are accumulating data over a period of time, that is called time series. Accumulating data by over a period of time, that is called time series. And time series we are analyzing through graphic, semi-averages and moving. 27. In each group has a small variation within itself. In each group, there is a small variation within itself. It is called stratified type of sampling. In each group has a small variation within itself. It is called stratified means bedded type of sampling. Now, to question number 28. In each group has considerable variation within itself is called as a cluster type of sampling. In each group has considerable variation within itself is called cluster type of sampling. So these questions are asking frequently in the exam. Question number 29, hollow effect. The question number 29, hollow effect. This is very, very important. This is a hollow effect is a tendency, a method to allow one trait or characteristic of an employee to influence the assessment. So means at the time of assessment of the employee, his traits, his qualities, his characteristics are going to be influenced. That is called hollow effect. Hollow effect, a tendency to allow one trait or qualities or characteristics of an employee to influence the assessment. It is a hollow effect. In transactional analysis, which of the following is most desirable life version? In transactional analysis, which of the following is most desirable life version? I am okay, you are also okay. This is the question number 31. What is MBO? Management by objectives. Management by objectives. When short-term goals are, when the goals, business goals are set by top superiors, top management and employees jointly. So under MBO, management by objectives, short-term goals are set by superiors, top management with the employees. Johari window, it is very important in this examination. Johari window created by psychologists Joseph Lift and Harrington Ingham. This was created by Joseph Lift and Harrington Ingham in 1985. Who has given this concept? Johari window means Joseph Lift and Harrington Ingham. This is the question. Question number 33. Under Johari window, known to self, known to others is which type of personality as per soft analysis under Johari window? Under Johari window, known to self, known to others is called as arena. Known to self and known to others, that is called arena. Question number 34. 3 parts of job analysis. What are the 3 parts of job analysis? This question, a very interesting question. Almost each and every time they are asking. Job analysis, job description, what type of job is doing, job specification. For doing the job, what type of specifications are required, and after completion of the job, how they are going to evaluate the job, comparison within the group, with other employees or within the organization, outside the organization. That is called. So three parts of job analysis are job description, job specification, and job evaluation. Maslow theory of motivation. Maslow theory of motivation, or what are the Maslow theories of motivations? 5 needs: physiological needs, theological needs, safety needs, or security needs, and social needs, self-esteem needs, and self-actualizations. These are the 5 needs as per Maslow theory of motivation theory. Physiological needs, safety needs, or safety or security needs. First physical needs, then safety needs, then social, then self-esteem means self-actualization, self-esteem and self. These are the Maslow theory. Locus of control. Locus of control refers to one's belief about who is responsible for the events in one's life. So, as for this locus of control, we can refer that who is responsible for the one's events in life. That is called locus of control. Refers to one's belief about who is responsible for the events in one life. Question number 37, role erosion means. Role erosion means the fear of the employees that he will be sent out from the organization. That is also called of role erosion. Or fear that the responsibility and the power will reduce. This is also one. The fear of the employees, their responsibility is going to be reduced, or their power of also will going to reduce. That is called role erosion. Question number 38, process of evaluating performance of employees. Process of evaluating performance appraisal or performance of employees. Comparing performances to set standards and communicating it to the employee is called performance appraisal management system. Process of evaluating performance of employees, comparing performance to set of standards is called as performance. Question number 39, 360-degree feedback technique, which is systematic collection of performance data from all derived group. So under 360-degree feedback system, the employee performance appraisal is going to be calculated or awarded systematic collection of performance data from all the derived group, and under the 360-degree feedback, all the connected people are going to be, all the connected people to that employee is going, they are going to be evaluate the performance of the employee. That is called 360-degree feedback. Appraisal method of future. In the coming days, what is the best method of appraisal method will be mostly assessment center method. So it is a one center, not one individual, assessment center consisting of a group of people, connected people, who will assess the employees' performance appraisal. That is called assessment center method. This is part of the ABM memory recalled questions. These are the. Thank you very much for viewers. We are regularly updating through our channel regarding JIB, CIB and promotion exams. Thank you very much for watching our video. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much for all.